We're going to see the next example of the indeterminate beams by using the flexibility method. So as shown on the screen, this is a particular example in which a sinking of support is there. So if you see that support B is sink by 5 mm. Okay, so let us see how to calculate the bending moment and shear force diagram by using the flexibility method in such a case. Okay, so this is a typical indeterminate beam. Okay, under this B is sink by 5 mm. Okay, now there is an important note you have to very carefully see that in this example with the sinking of supports, the redundant should be selected in as a vertical reactions. Okay, so whenever the sinking of support type of a numerical is there, you have to consider that particular support as a vertical reaction, as a redundant. Okay, now static indeterminacy is 2. Why 2? There is a unknown we have to find at A and B. C is the free support. Let's say VB and VC are the redundants. Sorry, A is not unknown. A is a fixed support, so therefore here the moment reactions will be equal to 0, whereas B and C is having the redundant. Okay, remove the redundant and to get the primary structure. So if you see that this is a typical case, A dash, B dash and C dash. This is 480 by EI, this is 240, 120 and this is this. So how this value will come, let us see that. And this is the curvature diagrams. Okay, now delta L is equal to delta 1L, delta 2L. Okay, so delta 1L is the displacement at B in the primary determinant structure, bending moment at B in the conjugated beams. Okay, so in this case, though the delta 1L will be equal to half this particular triangle we have to consider first. Okay, then this second triangle we have to consider this. So half into base into height, half into base is 6 meter is the base. Okay, and height is equal to 360 divided by this. So 480 plus 280, that will be equal to 360 by EI into 2/3 of 6 will be considered, plus 6 into 120 by EI. This 120 the apex we have to consider, into 6 by 2, half portion we have to consider, then plus 1 by 3 into 6 into 270 by EI into 3 by 4 into 6. So delta 1L is equal to 8910 divided by EI. So based on this diagram we have to calculate the values. Okay, now delta 21 is the displacement at C in the primary determinant structure, which is taken as bending moment at C in the conjugated beam. So by this formula we can easily calculate the delta 2L value. Okay, so here what we have considered is the area of the section, area of the particular section into its centroidal distance. Okay, so this point you have to consider. Now delta L is equal to 1 by EI, 8910, the first value we have to consider, then delta 2L, that is equal to 19070, that second value we have to consider. Okay, now to get the flexibility matrix, okay, what we have to do, apply the unit load at B. We know that whenever the sinking of support is there, we have to apply the redundant. Okay, as a unit load in the direction of that particular sinking effect. Okay, now here if you apply this particular, here the value will be equal to 3 by EL, A dash and B dash and C dash will be there. Okay, now second is that F force is equal to delta 11, delta 12, delta 21 and delta 22. Okay, so delta 11 is equal to this particular diagram, the half into base into height, 3 by EI into 2/3 into 6 we have to consider, is equal to minus 36 by EI. Delta 21 half into base into height into 2/3 into 6 into 6 plus 4 minus 72 by EI. Okay, now apply the unit load at C. First of all we have to apply the unit load at B, then I have to apply the unit load at C. This here also we have to apply the unit load. Okay, so the diagram will be like this. Okay, so because of that we have to calculate the delta 12, delta 22 like this. Okay, then the force matrix we have to calculate like this. Okay, and then apply the flexibility equation. P is equal to F inverse delta minus delta L. Okay, delta is equal to 0.05 and 0. Now here if you see that in the last numerical whatever we have solved up till now, here the delta value was always 0 because there was no displacement given in the particular numerical, but here in this case the already the 5 mm displacement is given at point B, so therefore that particular displacement effect has to be incorporated in that particular equations. Okay, now After this, we have to calculate the value of P, EI, minus 36, minus 72, minus 72 is the inverse, and that we have to put this value particularly in these equations of this matrix flexibility equation, and then finally we'll get the value of P, VB and VC. These are the vertical reaction at B and C. Okay, so these are the values. These are values 161.43 and 41.98. Okay, the support reaction. Okay, split the diagram or split the span into multiple part. Okay, and then we have to carefully represent the value of VA, moments and all that along with the external loading, and then finally we have to calculate the vertical reaction VA, VB and VC. Okay, and then finally we'll get the moment like this. Okay, and then finally the net bending moment diagram will be comprises of a sagging bending moment diagram as well as a net hogging bending which is obtained at the support like this. Okay, so this is a particular example I was talking about, that this may also come in your examinations. Okay, this is a part of your syllabus, that's why I have covered this. Okay, but this time also your examination will be on MCQ based, so you have to see the theoretical aspect of the particular subject also. Okay, along with the numerical. Okay, so by this way the last part, that is a column analogy, will be left, that we will cover in our next lecture. Okay, that will be the last part of your unit number 6. Okay, and also your CAT exams will be comprises of all 6 unit. Okay, and which will be totally MCQ based. Total 30 question will be asked. Okay, you have to compulsorily solve the all 30 questions. Okay, now thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you.